Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Kiran Garu.
Good evening. Good evening.
Yeah, still members are joining. Let's wait 2 more minutes.
Yeah, sure, ma'am. Sure.
I request everyone to mute. Good evening, everyone. Please mute yourself.
వస్తాయి 16 participants ఉన్నారు.
Nikhil, please mute.
ఆ?
Yes. If you want to say anything or if you have any questions, we'll give you time to ask. That is at the end of the session. Till then, if you want to communicate immediately, you can type in the chat box. Okay, please mute yourselves. And otherwise, it will be a big disturbance for all the participants and speaker as well. Today, it's our privilege to have Kiran Kumar Garu. Yeah, he is from UK. He has done his double master degree from UK. His MS and MBA He is into like overseas academic consulting and a career coach. He is having nearly 20 years work experience. Over to you, Kiran Garu.
Hi everyone. Good evening. Yeah, okay. I can't hear you, right? Everybody has muted it. So nice. Okay. Am I audible to everyone, right? So if let me see the chat box if somebody's typing saying no. Okay, fine. All good. Can I go? Yeah, okay, great. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for hosting this, Lakshmi Garu. The medium of instruction for, I mean, in English is fine, right? I mean, in the question and answer session, you can always ask in whatever language you want, not Arabic or anything, but any decent language which we all know. Right. Let me introduce myself. My name is Kiran. I am having um, over 20 years of experience in this overseas education and career opportunities. The main purpose of this webinar, we are going to explore all the opportunities available for education as well as career advancements. Having traveled extensively, there are many challenges, but in the same way, coming from diverse backgrounds, we also have so many rewards of having careers abroad. So I will try to share a PPT so that everybody can see it and visualize what I am saying. But it's pretty much the same what I talk. Okay. Let me share that. I'll share my screen. Uh, yes, right, study. Welcome to the session, everybody. It will take around 20 to 25 minutes, but it should be more of a two-way communication. So I expect everybody to have some or the other doubts. If you're comfortable in Telugu, you can ask in Telugu after the session. But like I said, don't keep any doubts to yourself. The primary motto of this session is mainly to clear all your doubts rather than telling our version. So our version will mainly focus on how it starts, what's the process, what are the opportunities. All these all these type of topics we cover are only to help you out. But the more you ask, that's the best one. So our session plan will be having two perspectives. Did somebody? Yeah, okay. Yeah, right. Our main perspective would be academics, but again, uh, I will mainly focus on opportunities as well, because nobody comes abroad only just to study for 1.5 year, 2 years, a couple of years done, and you wouldn't expect yourself to go back and then set up something there, starting from the scratch or something. Definitely, post study also I would cover, but the main bit, the first, let's say 15 minutes or so, we will talk about all the academic perspectives. Right? Everybody is with me. So first primary thing, uh, we all have grown in our childhood thinking about our relatives will be like, oh, where would you study later? Okay, what's your next plan after bachelor's? So things like this will always be in our mind, but we would never go into a fundamental question as to why abroad. uh, some people would be, some answers are so funny when I ask, like, okay, why do you want to go abroad? Oh, it's so fun there, it's so much entertainment there, or I'm so carried away that I want to study abroad. But no, this is a start picture. Okay, but there is more depth into it. So why abroad is, I will focus on four different perspectives. I will when focusing on two different perspectives, I will I can categorize that as education and work opportunities is number one. Number two, it will open yourself up. So that cultural exposure. So you hailing from, let's say, you're hailing from Rajahmundry or Vishakhapatnam or Hyderabad. How many different cultures would you see while studying? The same Telugu people, the same district people, or the same locals, right? So there is some cultural gap where we don't get accustomed to if we fit ourselves only in India. It's not that I don't suggest you to just go abroad and settle there, or I don't show you that bigger picture, because there is no sense, and that is not how you start. The start point should always be, the focus should be how to grow, how to build ourselves. That would define later how to, how to work it out. You will have multiple options then. So keeping the options open is the primary motto to go abroad. When people ask you that, tell this, not the carried away points. Okay, so anyway, cultural exposure and upskilling the existing, whatever you have, the inhibitions. So in abroad, when you go abroad, you would go to a grocery store by yourself, you would clean utensils by yourself, right? Get to know each other's cultures firsthand, right? You will have that exposure to the world. Moreover, whatever you study, that you can enhance the value of the degree to have a better career plan. So these are the main objectives of studying abroad. This is the main thing. You need an expert to handle everything. It's not like, okay, I have a friend in New York, let's go to New York. It shouldn't be that. Well, I have a friend. So, okay, London has more skyscrapers than, let's say, some Ahmedabad. So let's go there. No, no, no. This should be a bonus. So all these factors should be like a bonus for you, but never it should define your career path. So benefits of studying abroad, I have told many of the things in the first 4 points itself. When I say 30 minutes, I will close it in 29 minutes, because I clearly knew that, what I am covering in a good way. So main thing, you will see the perspective of the world in a different way. So, your future employers, if you are working with a local client, and if you are being a software employee, no problem. Okay, so you be there. You have your chai, you have your tea breaks. That is different. But if you're studying abroad, or if you are planning a career abroad, you see the world in a different perspective. The communication is different, teamwork and leadership is different, how you think and how you solve a problem is different, how you manage your time is different. I'm lucky that to this session, whoever planned has come on time. Otherwise, that fourth point would have been too relevant. Okay, but now it is irrelevant. Interpersonal skills, this is where I'm coming from. So book wise, knowledge wise, we take a book, we read it, we study the same concept for an hour, we grab it into our mind, we will remember it forever. Okay, this is one way of studying. But interpersonal skills, how you talk to people, how you behave in public, how you open up, how you show your confidence to others. So while talking, your body language. So all these interpersonal skills, you see more people, you talk to more people in a different way. You talk to people in India, you talk to people in your place, in your comfort zone. Many times you're good with communication, but that doesn't define you as an individual who can, like, how can I say, who can conquer all the pitches. Like, it should be like you should be set for every single environment. Not like nobody can satisfy every single person, but that slim line of having that a bit of quality more than your peers or your competitors, or it's not just about study. I wouldn't only talk about masters. Now the thirst to study abroad will be more after the session, because I wouldn't just talk about, okay, if you're studying electronics and communication engineering, okay, right, take MS engineering in telecommunications in, let's say, New York, and you would be the best. No, it wouldn't happen like that. Okay. So the more you sell yourself with your interpersonal skills, if you have this much knowledge, and if you have interpersonal skills, that would look that much. Hopefully, I'm visible and audible to everybody, but it would look that much. The way you sell to the people, the even if you're doing a business, if you're a self-employed person, the way you put your investor pitch will be different. This is where I'm coming from. So for that extra mile, you need all these. So I'm just being clear. I might be wrong in few perspectives, but you will understand the value of it, in the later stages of your career. So my next slide, what did I say there? Your network is your net worth. So whatever, if you say what's your net worth, you can say, okay, I have 10 crore rupees, but I have 10 very good contacts. So the 10 good contacts are worth 50 crore rupees or more than that. This is where I'm coming from. So creating new network connections while studying. Don't just take a flight, come here, enjoy 2 years and go. Enjoy, go for sightseeing, enjoy the culture, enjoy the environment, but make sure whatever technical degree, whatever management degree, whatever study degree you're carrying, parallelly, that should come with you. What is it? Networking. Students having opportunities to meet and network all over the world. Once you sit in one place and start talking about it, let's say your LinkedIn profile, you would say you don't want anything here. You would say, so your LinkedIn profile would say studying at University of Central Lancashire, Liverpool, or studying in Bedfordshire University, closer to London or somewhere. Obviously, your circles or your contacts would be different than what you had previously. I would say this. So connections can vary from students, professors, and community acquaintances. Like I said, you would have the Indian contacts or the local contacts anyway. You can't escape from it, because whatever introvert you are, you can't stop scrolling the reels. This you can't stop these days. So you would be socially at least 1% active unknowingly. Okay. But what you would do if you want to go to a next level is build your network while studying or while working or anything. But abroad education would give you the best ladder for that. Okay, that should be the start point. Even if you're working, worked for 2 years, and if you want to pursue a degree now, that's the best thing. Obviously, because you know the work culture, and if you add up a degree there, you would understand, like, okay, if I add up this to my profile along with the connections I have, I'm a better person than today. This is what we all aim for. Okay, I understood by now. Zoom has this liberty where I can just speak and I don't hear any response, which is a good thing. No worries. But I'll spend more time answering the questions rather than telling my side. Okay, so next, adding value to your degree. Now I'm coming to the right point. So current degree would have some weight. Obviously, when you go for an interview, a better degree than what you have would always add up to your profile. Don't think like, okay, if I invest 2 years again now, what would happen? Should I start from the start? No, you don't need to. The way you plan from there will define that. So don't leave it to the circumstances. Always if you say, okay, if I stop working now, or let's say you get a campus interview, and you think like, okay, why take a risk going abroad again? Let me work on this 25,000 or 30,000 per month. I will start here. But there is always a hindrance when there is no proper degree there in place. It would make a difference. Linking a master's to your degree will always be a smart choice, provided you focus on the things I told you. Get updated, get upgraded all the time while studying. Listen to your seniors. Always, tap the untapped markets, what the opportunities are. Several scenarios are there in the job market. There is not one place where you can just sit and think, okay, I am done now. There is nothing like that. We always think like this. When we were studying, so 2003, my example, I will tell you, we were okay with C. C++ came in, Oracle came in, Java came in, machine learning came in, nanotechnology came in. Every single it used to take a generation for to see a new technology earlier. Now it takes only 3 years for the previous one to go. Simple as that. Very, very simple as that. So when adding a value to your degree, even if it is after your bachelor's or even after your plus two. I don't know how many plus two students are here. I don't think so. But when you're doing your bachelor's degree, if you add up a master's degree, you need to take guidance from Lakshmi ma'am, like how to build all the network, and I can be of help also all the time because our phone numbers will be always be on different time zones. That is even advantage. If it is an Indian time zone, call her. If it is a London time zone, so midnight you can call me because it's still evening for me. So that's a different story. But the way you plan will change the whole game. I can promise you that. Now, so after telling so many things, I can I can dive into a tricky questions now because I told the background because nobody would tell. The first question from a relative or a friend or a classmate or a parent would be like, which country would you go? Where would you study? But the primary existence of what all this about should be known. That is the reason I spent like 10 minutes just to enlighten like what's the fundamental purpose of it. Now coming into details, you would have knowledge. So this would be really easy for you now. So choosing country, that's the first proclivity, I would say, because checking the prosperity of your domain with the country and post-study options within the country is very important. Identifying your strength, interest program, and I wrote a single point there. Don't get influenced. So many consultancies would say, oh, if you come to me, I would give this university to you because it's very good for you. That's what they say, right? But what is in his mind? He clearly knows that, okay, if I give this university, I have a tie-up, this and that. Okay, I would get this much. This is what they think. No, I'm not saying every single consultancy, but usually this is the main thing. But when Lakshmi Garu called me and told, sir, whatever students I refer, whatever domain they are asking for, whatever universities they are asking for, whatever country they are opting for, should be the priority. So let them explore and come with options like one or two options. Giving priority to that, you can tell your you can tell your options also because sometimes our options also would be good. It's never like, okay, student did all the homework, it would be very good for him. It would never happen like that. Sometimes you might be wrong, but always have good always have good confidence in your judgments because those are the right ones than whoever is suggesting you, right? I'm sorry, I told Lakshmi Garu like 2 days ago I'm having a bit of cold. because it's the change of weather in London now. Right. Okay. So choosing country, don't hesitate. You will have many options, because the first would be like, what would which country would have the post-study options more than what you guys selected. So sorry. So identify your strengths, interest program first, trying all the scenarios. I would make that easier. How to do it? Okay. So first is the mandatory prerequisites. This wouldn't change. Your country might change. You would think like, okay, if this is the case, I would want that, or if I select that, that would be easier. All these you can work it out, but the mandatory prerequisites would never, change. So in your third year or second year, plan for a competitive test. So GRE, TOEFL, IELTS, PTE, Duolingo, Cambridge English Assessment. There are many, many assessments. And good thing is, some of the countries, they they are not even considering English requirements if you're +2 English. +2 means intermediate second year and first year. They see that English marks. If you're okay, if they are okay with it, they're not even asking for an English exam. This is a good advantage. Okay. Now, prerequisites. If you're opting for USA, if you're opting for USA, GRE and IELTS, TOEFL, there are different types of exams. This one, although I put a slide in front of you, I would suggest once you pick your country, it's easier to do, because some of the USA universities want Duolingo, want TOEFL center-based test or home taken test. So there is no one-step solution where one exam would suit the whole of the world anyway. So we would as a consultancy or as a helping uh, acquaintance there, ma'am would take your file, assess it. Okay, this is your next 1 year plan. She will say, okay, let's say if you're opting for USA, and you have said, I want Louisiana Lafayette University or New Jersey NJIT as my preference. Easier, because you came up with a university, you came up with a location. We would just say, okay, this would fit in, prepare for that, and we would take classes. We have that logistics, we have all that resource, not a problem. Okay. But I have put, I intentionally put different flags here, but different countries on the top for a reason. There is no one set country where it suits you. You have multiple options. You can always select from Japan, New Zealand, Australia. Traditional ones are always there. Which movie do you like in Tollywood? Okay, starts with Bahubali. You would clearly say five, but some people might like the artistic movies or something. So there is always for each domain. So if you're coming from mechanical, if you're coming from hotel management, if you're coming from hospital management, there are different degrees which would fit in different scenarios. There is no one country where it is very good for everything. If you say USA, okay, the visa process is rigorous. Now at the moment, like post study is a bit challenging. So every single country, whatever country you pick, even if it's the best in the world, it would have its own challenges. Nothing will be a cakewalk. Simple as that. But having having good family there or having helping hands there would definitely define what country you wanted, and the comfort zone also would always define your choice. So see, what did I write there? Canada, a good IELTS score along with high academic credentials. It's like a mandatory one now. Why? Because we are putting special flights to go to Canada. Why? Too many people, too many files, too much waiting time. So every single university, every single country will come with their own challenges. Please put that in mind. Whatever homework you do, whatever consultancies you visit or anything, do not forget the person who is giving that personal care from start to end would be the best one, because they have to suggest taking your version first. They have to listen to you first. If you're sitting on the other side of the table, they should identify you saying, boss, what's your problem? What are your challenges? Okay, if you do this, this is your scenario. They need to talk. They need to talk. Then select the best fit for you. Now you are getting knowledge from where I started. I started why go abroad? What is the best thing in that? Why to add value to my degree? What are my opportunities? Next is the physical process. Everything is physical process. Give documents, what I need to finish bachelor's or need to finish plus two for the thing. Next step, I need to write exams. Next step, okay, with these exams, I need to apply to few universities, wait for the call. If there is an interview for that university, you need to attend that university. I will cover that. I'm pretty much coming there into a very good place now. So which university? When I write 500 universities, no, because we are associated with every single university in the world. Every single university now has a website, until and unless they are in maybe Syria or maybe North Korea. We can't get a university there, right? So, but at least 198 countries are open for education, open for tourists. And having traveled nearly 40 countries, I can assure you that most of the countries in the world are safe, are happy to study, right? uh, what we do is we will match your academic credentials. That should be a good homework. It's not like you get a file, somehow I'll put you into my university. No, it doesn't work like that. Seeing your academic credentials, there is the, there is nothing called a low profile or a high profile. Lower profile, having a dip in, let's say, in your bachelor's percentage, let's say if you're having only 60 or 62 or 50, you just passed everything without backlogs or with backlogs. Every single combination will have a different university. There is no ineligibility for anything. That's what I meant. Some people say, I have so low percentage in my bachelor's, so will I be eligible? You are. I didn't write any English tests. You are. No problem. There is nothing like that. But the more you give from your side, the easier it is for the consultancies to help you out. It's easier because I don't need to sell your profile. I can just tell your profile. Telling is different from selling. If you give me, I'll tell you one simple example. If you direct a very good movie, okay, in the audio function, you don't need to tell too much. Okay, so you just say, okay, my movie is releasing on the 12th of June. Please, everybody watch in the theaters. You will be thrilled. That's it. But you know that there is some lows and some dips and everything. You would say, if you see the interval bang, you will be blown out. So that means the first half an hour, I'll bore you, but don't mind. In the interval bang, I will satisfy your adrenal rush there. So this is what you have to sell it. So rather than telling your profile. So you have every single right to give the list of eligible universities. You can also do your homework. All you have to do is, if you're making our homework easier, you come up with a good score, good bachelor's degree thing, and this. But if we have to tailor to your constraints, it's easy. It's again easy. It will take only 5 minutes. What we would do, we have official portals, right? We as myself and Lakshmi Garu, because I'm working alongside her, we are British Council certified agents. So British Council has certified that this person has passed so and so test. He knows knowledge about so and so. This is our registration plate. Okay, stamped. Okay. So tailoring to your constraints is very important. That leave it to me and Lakshmi Garu and their team to do that. Give your profile, tell your thing, starting from CVs, SOPs, statement of purpose, what requirements. Like I said, I'm going into the physical process now, like what all physical documents we need, what all you have to send us. But now you're coming to that level, right? Country, university, course, domain, specialization. You have to think like that. So where are you heading to? You are heading. So I started off like that. Now it is going here. Okay. So you narrow to what you want. You tailor your constraints. Okay. So then universities. Uh, don't worry. This one, the procedure I'll tell you. Where will you be living? All these questions would come. Kiran, you said, okay, any country is possible. So now I'm going to, let's say, Bahrain. I'm going to Japan, but you don't see many Telugues. Where shall I stay? There are many options there. You don't need to worry about one single thing. Every country would have that. Universities would have stays there, homestay would be there. But one advantage with going through us or any consultancy, the context which we have previously, we would assist you. Okay, they are going to a remote place where, let's say in Idaho. Idaho is one of the state in US where maybe less people would opt for. So everybody would be say, let's go to Miami University or California or Los Angeles because so many, helping hands will be there. It's nothing like that. Everywhere, it's very easy. It's easier. But like I said, homestay would always be a cheaper option. Universities usually, I'm telling on a normal front, if you are opting, I'm taking only one example. If you are saying UK, you come here, you apply for a degree. Degree would cost you from 15,000 pounds to 20,000 pounds. So 15 lakh rupees to 20 lakh rupees. Okay, this is the admission and the study cost. Okay, but where would you live would make a difference. That wouldn't make any difference because they wouldn't say scholarships are always existing. So 3,000, 2,000, that differs. But that standard 15,000 would always be there. So 15 lakh rupees would always be there, right? But where will you stay? You can stay on the university campus. That would cost around 1,200 pounds. You know how much it would cost when you stay with your friends outside? Like let's say 3 or 4 friends together living together, staying outside would cost you 550, 500 pounds. It is that different. 70,000 per month makes a difference, right? At least to parents back home, it makes a difference, right? And whatever you're earning would just, I'm not saying not to go for university campuses, but it all depends on how you want to live. Anyway, that's a very last question. Okay, right. Why I made this one is UK for example. No, but US is also for an example. I would tell both examples. How a visa works is you selected the university, right? Now you have applied for a university, right? They took 5 to 50 business days to respond. You got the admission. There will be one. For US, it says I-20. For UK, it says CAS, Confirmation of Admission Statement. That is the main admission thing. There, I'm telling you one mathematics here, how a university works and how you have to plan financially. Any visa officer is not there to reject your visa. Okay? Always remember this, you'll have more confidence. No visa officer is there to reject you a visa. They are there to give you a visa. But they have a criteria to satisfy. You know what that criteria is? Whoever student is coming from abroad shouldn't stay on the road in my country. This is the only criteria for them. He is not your enemy. He is not your boss. He is not the friend whom you don't like. No. They don't have any feelings like that. They are not emotionally connected to your file. They are only technically connected to your file. If you have this in mind, you will have more confidence. Don't tell me that US visa always gets rejected. No, don't say that. There is some problem in our profile. Simple as that. Okay. Now, how to build that profile prior to that? Let's say 6 month time frame. US visa, we plan it. So I'm displaying a UK example where some few people will be reading all my maths. So I'll leave that. Let's say US visa. Admission cost, your fee cost, plus your 12 months of expenses. They would add and put it on a paper. Have you maintained that on your bank statement or not? I will see that. I am only there because of that. I am a visa officer and my job is only to see that. Second thing, is it a good profile or not? Like, will he suit for our country, or does he have any criminal offenses or anything? The background check, all these will be 5%. Mostly your profile will be your visa interview will be on your confidence and your finances. These two are the main things. If you go there with big finance and be like this and say, I can't do this, I can't do that. No. Some dipped financial profiles with good confidence will also give a visa. But never ever there is a case where finance is very good, and if you're being a bit, not prepared, the chances are less. For a US perspective, I'm telling, for UK, for Australia, there are online things, there are face-to-face handing in procedures, but they will be less rigorous, to be honest. Okay, so I already explained there. US scenario, UK scenario, Australia scenario, all scenarios fall into the same basket. Have enough finances, show it, that's it. But I would take up a UK example. Why? Because it is similar to most of the countries. So 15,000, I said 15,000. Let me go into the pounds thing, but I'll switch to rupees. 15 lakh is your fee, let's say. While giving the confirmation of admission statement, he would take a deposit of 2-3,000, not more than that. But by the visa time, he will take like 4 lakhs. So let's say 8 lakhs is your outstanding balance. That visa, that CAS will be updated, and that admission will send you on the paper saying so and so person have an outstanding fees of 8,000 pound. So 8 lakh rupees plus whatever the visa sets as a living expense. So this 8 lakhs plus your 12 months of living expenses, which is if it is in London, let's say 10 15 GBP, so 1 lakh more. So 8 plus 12, that's it. So 20 lakhs should be in your account while going to the visa. Don't forget, you might say, sir, now I don't have that much money. Don't worry, there are always sources where we have the resource to sort out that financial bit also. There is a way where we maintain the fund for you for a charge, and then we file the visa, and after that, obviously it's our money, so with that little charge we take. But this is anyway remote scenarios. All of you would maintain little balance, so we would do it the most genuine way. Okay, so next thing I would say, um, financial thing again later. This also can be sorted in any way. We cannot fix your education background, but easily we can fix the financial background when you have little time. Let's say, sir, I don't have any money in my account. Next month I want to go for the visa. That doesn't work. Okay, but at least decent time. How do I pay for studying abroad? I told you, right? So 20 lakhs we would show in the thing. 8,000 was our fee outstanding amount. 12,000 for our, 8 lakhs was our outstanding fees, 12 lakhs for our living expenses. Once the visa arrives, you can take off the whole money. Nobody asks you at the border control to show again. Once visa is issued, you don't need to maintain funds. You have paid 7,000 to the university, right? From then on, it depends on your financial background and circumstance. If your parents are saying, okay, boss, take all the 20 lakhs, happily enjoy, don't do any part-time jobs, I will sponsor you. That's a different case. But I have to tell, after that 5 lakh of deposit to the university, you got the visa also. Now what you have to do? Challenging scenarios also should be explained, right? If you want to self-fund yourself, these are the main things. Student aid, part-time jobs, fellowships, grants. Grants, on the CAS itself, they will tell. So let's say if you opted for Bedfordshire University somewhere, so that Bedfordshire University would say, okay, your total fees is £20,000. I'm giving you 3,000 grant. There and then the statement itself will say £17,000 is outstanding. I'm telling only an example. They might range from 17 lakhs to 22 lakhs. If it is a US degree, it would range from 25 to 35. If it is Australia, it would range from 18 to 22. So different countries, different scenarios. I'm just telling how to build yourself easily, quite easily. Don't think about, the littlest of the things. If you have the dream, if you have a genuine dream, don't underestimate yourself. I told you that's why I picked up two challenging scenarios, even educational background scenario, financial background scenario. Don't underestimate yourself. You can keep the ball rolling once it starts. Starting is visa. Without visa, nobody will allow you through the country, right? So, excuse me, sorry. So, documents required, the final bit, our favorite bit. Once you step into our office, this has to be started. Any consultancy will start from here. Okay, come on. One student has come. Very good. Bring your 10th class, bring your degree, bring your postgraduate, bring your 2 recommendation letters, SOP, experience letters, passport copy, GRE, SAT, IELTS, PTE, if any. They would tell this as a first thing after good morning. But no, because the student would not know anything. What would happen is that person will give all these within 1 hour because doc scanner is there. Okay. But that person will clearly identify their own opportunities and push you on to that. So don't do that. Don't do with us also. Yes, make your homework easier. We can travel alongside you while you're doing the homework. That I can do. That ma'am also can do very effortlessly for you. But what I'm saying is, this is the last bit. Once you decide everything, this should be the last bit, not the first bit at all. In my perspective, you will have different thing. Okay, I stepped in, I want to go to some other university because I have to tell my relatives that I'm abroad. If that is the scenario, this is the first slide. Definitely this is the first slide. This is the easiest slide. Let me tell you, within 2 hours, because we have little good contacts with few universities, right? I will sit with their representative going for a coffee tomorrow morning. I will say I have a profile. Please give one admission in MSc Marketing Communications in some so and so university. He would straight away type there before I finish the coffee. You will get the visa. You have the money, right? Because if this is your first slide, you definitely have the money. So that would happen. You will come here. You'll finish your degree also. I'm not denying that that easy profile also. I can also do that very easily. But the more I help you, the quality in it, the output would be different. Okay, so I pretty much done with everything. I will share the slides with you all because I have a flow chart. What we do, free counseling. I already did it now. Shortlisting your university, applying for universities, get offer letter, fulfill the financial requirement, apply for CAS or I-20, whatever, file visa slot, avail mock session because I have to prepare you if it is USA or something like challenging ones, I have to prepare you. Congratulations, you have cracked the interview. This would be the flow chart, simple flow chart. Okay. So if I want to finish off in 5 minutes, these two slides are the main things. Okay. You have reached your destination now. Thank you for your attention. Now my favorite bit, questions. If you have so many questions, I'll be happy. Ma'am, you can unmute and let me know uh, if you need me to cover it. Oh, yeah. One last thing I'll tell you. So every single university, um, every single university, uh, will have post-study work options. Every single country will have post-study work options. So this is very important. So if you want to be self-employed, starting your own business after being a student, it's possible. Okay. Entrepreneurial visas, post-study work permit visas, cooling off period visas. There are so many visas for every single country now, even for Europe, even for UK. Shall I tell you the UK scenario so that you understand for every other country, because every other country will be the same. So after your two-year degree or 1.5 year degree, you would have 2 years of work permit where they wouldn't offer you anything. Okay, don't get carried away here. Work visa will give you the visa to stay. Then with our own energy and efforts, we have to crack an interview and we have to find a job. If we can find a job, there is a sponsor visa also to renew it. This depends on how good the job is. Not every random job would have a sponsor visa. Don't forget that. Even US, H1Bs, all these names are there, like B1, B2, B3, B4. So many names are there for every single country. I don't want to go into the details, but every single country would have that. But once you finish your degree, obviously you're ready for the market. Before 6 months of finishing your degree, please explore the market, and there are ample opportunities everywhere. Don't believe in all these recessions or anything. If you study well, if you explore well, you would definitely get a job. Take my word that you would definitely get a job which would give you a sponsor also. I'm saying that again and again. Sponsor means few requirements will be there. If you are above 35,000 pounds, you would be sponsored some visa. So wherever high skilled labor work is attained, you will get a sponsor visa as an extension, and after 5 years you can apply for a settlement. This is the UK scenario. You know the Australian scenario, right? It's the similar thing. US scenario, don't ask me, ask Trump, because today evening will be one rule, tomorrow morning will be another rule. But good country for opportunities. There is no void for job opportunities there. It's a wide variety, states combined together, and a massive country as well. So don't underestimate anything, don't overestimate anything. Do your homework and you will get there. Self-employment, like I said, setting up a company and thinking of your own employing here will be very easy. That all depends on how how capable, mm, how strong you are with your financial background also, because you know the capital and everything involved in it. But these options are all open after your degree. I just want to clarify that. Okay, so this is everything from me. So I would wait for you guys to ask at least few questions. Thank you so much.
Hello. Hi,
ah,
sir.
Tell me, Jayanti. Yeah,
Yeah,
please tell me.
yeah, sir.
Yeah.
My name is Vaijayanti.
Hi.
So I had completed my bachelor's in civil engineering stream.
Super.
Is this UK is a fit for civil engineering?
Oh, again, I'll tell you. Yeah. I know few profiles who are performing really well in civil engineering. Okay. This admission happened just last year. She's studying. The first 6 months she didn't find anything. So when she called me, because you said civil engineering, this is a very good experience. She called me and said, "Sir, I'm getting all only odd jobs in in KFC, McDonald, and all this, but never in civil engineering." And I said, refine your search first, because I said, what are you looking for? She was looking for all the experienced roles, after 2 years or 3+ years, putting some experience there. As I said, no, no, no. Every single profile would have a junior role. So let's say an electronic and communication engineering student would have a soldering routine to do in a lab. Start it from there, because while as a student, so if your hourly pay is around 15 pound, let's say, in KFC or McDonald or any retail store, the same pay would come for you to help here. But you will be in the industry. In the same way, civil engineering, Middle East, it's very, very good opportunities. There are very good opportunities there. Middle East in the sense, UAE, Bahrain, and all this. But what happens is the culture. There will be a cultural shock for you. That's the only disadvantage there. So either UK or US or Australia has very good opportunities for civil engineering. I can confirm you that, because you came up with a very good question. So if you are narrowing your preference, it's easier for me. I'll straight away tell the answer. Okay. So
Uh,
for civil engineering, good opportunities. No doubt in that. Once you finish your degree, you will have a job. Definitely you'll have a job.
Thank you, sir. But I had completed my bachelor's. I am searching for the universities to pursue masters in civil engineering, like transportation engineering or
Fantastic.
geotechnical engineering. Actually, I'm looking towards to the USA.
Okay.
Uh, Even though I tried for the USA masters in 2023 and 2024,
Mhm.
uh, I don't know where my luck went bad, but I got rejected multiple times for the USA visa. So
US visa. You got rejected with the US visa. Okay.
yeah. But the thing was, my bachelor's was civil engineering, but I tried masters in business analytics, not in civil engineering sector. There I had
Mhm.
learned that what will be my bachelor's stream.
Mhm.
Definitely, I need to do masters in the same stream, because one of the and the third time I guess so, the visa officer asked me the question like, how would you justify your bachelor's and your master course? There where I got stuck and I didn't answer to the question.
Oh, easy one. Such things, like I said, okay, it's not about whether you're going along with us or not. I don't really care for that. But that question, that's what I said. There is a template for every single answer. Do not go for, do not fail in answering such easy questions. That is my sincere request. Out of the box questions, no problem. But see, what is the link between your bachelor's and master's means you have to tell it like within a snap of a finger. But it's fine, you will get there, be in contact with ma'am, and we can sort that out, Jayanti.
Yeah, sir. Yeah, sir. I will.
Yeah,
As
yeah,
of now, I'm planning for the fall intake for the USA.
yeah,
I'll see what will happen, sir. I'll be in touch with you.
yeah, sure,
Yeah,
sure.
sure. Thank you,
Yeah.
sir.
Thank you, man. Thank you. And also, we all have to ask the permission from the host, ma'am. It's going beyond 6:30. Is it okay for you?
Yeah, it's like a Q&A, right? If anyone is having any questions, you can ask us.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we can wind up.
Mhm. Let's wait for only 2 minutes, ma'am, then.
Yes.
Two things about not having questions. I told everything very nicely, or I have covered many topics. Third thing, you didn't get my point, so so I would think about the first two anyway. Yeah.
First one only, sir.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have enlightened us very well about
Yeah.
overseas
Yeah. Yeah.
like career.
Mm.
It is helpful for many.
Yeah.
Many enrolled, but might be weekend
Mhm.
uh, so we are giving it in YouTube also live. It
Yeah.
is recorded. We
Yeah.
will share. We already shared the link in the group also.
Okay. Okay.
So
Nice.
even you can share to anyone.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure, ma'am. Sure.
Yes. If anyone is having any questions, they can reach us.
Yeah.
We can even offer like a one-to-one, right, sir?
Yeah, sure,
Like what is
sure,
the
ma'am.
good time to contact you?
Take the file, ma'am. We will plan a time for them, and that's it. Simple, ma'am.
Okay, fine.
Anytime, ma'am. There is no time at all. Even if it is 4 a.m. in the morning, if it's a good file, it's a good one, ma'am. As simple as that.
Fine.
Yeah.
So
Take the
sir is
contact details.
open, like it's our privilege to have sir here. He's giving like open offer even in the morning 4 a.m. He's ready to guide us.
Yes, yes,
Thank you
yes.
very much, sir, for your wonderful support. Let's conclude the meeting.
Yeah, sure, ma'am. And also one last thing, ma'am, you can
Yes.
give my personal number to them, and all they have to do is just quote your name, coming through your thing, and I'll just help them, ma'am. As simple as that. Okay.
Yes. Okay. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you
you.
very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you all, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.